Hey, CCHS, this is Mr. Thomas. I hope everyone is doing well in their Terrier Time. I wanted to take a few minutes to talk to you about the Carbondale Community High School strategic plan, five-year plan. Um, so last school year, we went on a journey to create a strategic plan here at Carbondale High School that will guide our next 5 years. We had community members, we had students, we had faculty, staff, administration, parents, feeder school representatives, community representatives, and we came up with a plan to guide us over the next 5 years. One main thing that came out of that plan were 5 goals that will, again, help guide Carbondale High School over the next 5 years. Those goals focus on student achievement. Those goals focus on culture and climate. Those goals focus on hiring good people to be in this building. Those goals focus on community partnerships, and the goals focus on finances. So there are 5 different goals there that we will be pursuing and aiming for over the next 5 years. Something else that came out of the strategic planning process were things that we call graduate portraits. And graduate portraits are, again, all the members of this committee came together to talk about what we want from a Carbondale Community High School graduate. What are the things that are important? Skills, attributes for a Carbondale Community High School student as they leave Carbondale High School after 4 years. So I want to go through some of those things. We talked a little bit about this at the Terry Pride kickoff party, Terry Pride kickoff event a couple weeks ago, but I know it was a gym and people were ready to do relay races and have fun. So I want to talk a little bit more about that now. So those are the graduate portrait attributes, the things that we want from a CCHS graduate. We want CCHS graduates to be life, college, and career ready, problem solvers, critical thinkers. We want them to be able to create, communicate, and collaborate. We want them to be adaptable, resilient. We want them to be empowered. We want them to be self-sufficient learners. We want you to be personally responsible. We want you to be growth-minded. We want you to be cultural and equity advocates, and we want our graduates to be empathetic citizens. Those are the things. We could have come up with 100 different things, but those are the things that we thought were the most important. Those are the values that we have at CCHS and have had them for a long time, and that's what we want our graduates to leave this building with. You can also see around our building that we've done a lot of upgrades. So part of the strategic planning process is to get our brand out there and make our building look good and make people proud of walking in this building and proud to be Terriers every single day that they come in the building. So as you can see on the left there, we have a brand new big seal that's out there next to the bus entrance as you come in towards the auditorium and the fine arts wing. That picture on the right is above our gym, makes our gym really pop. And when people come around the corner on Giant City and Walnut, they know that they are in Carbondale High School territory and they are in Terrier land. So there's no secret that Carbondale Community High School owns the corner of Walnut Street and Giant City Road. So we thought that was important for that to be out facing to people see CCHS pride, Terrier pride. Also in the building, we've made some improvements. So you guys have seen the stairs. You know, we have our seal on the left there. We have our terrier dog on the right. We have another CT further down by the gym. But again, we just want this building to look good, feel good, for you all to be proud of it. And at the top of those stairs, you see probably the most important thing, the message that says "You matter." So we talked a lot about that in the class meetings. Of we are all in this together. You have a 85 faculty members, 125 adults or more in this building that are walking in these doors every single day to help you get to the next step in life. So it is important that everybody walk in our doors knowing and feeling like they matter and knowing and feeling that this is a place that people care about them and want the best for them. You matter. We also have our graduate portraits, the attributes, the characteristics above the lockers throughout the door. throughout the building. So as you go around the building and you see these things, I wanted to make sure that everybody knows what these things mean. So again, this is the graduate portrait. These are the characteristics, the things we want our students to have when they walk out of here 4 years after 4 years of high school. We want students to be college, life, and career ready. We want students to be problem solvers. There's always problems, and it's easy to come up with problems, but it's even more important to be able to solve those problems and come up with solutions. We want our students to be problem solvers. We want students to be critical thinkers. Our faculty and staff doesn't want to tell our students what to think. They want to teach our students how to think. So hopefully after 4 years, our students are critical thinkers and can think for themselves and make their own decisions. We want our students to create, communicate, and collaborate. We want to be creative. We're a creative school full of creative individuals. We want people to be able to express that. Communication is key, and that is an important attribute for everybody in society. And collaborating, that just means working with others. That's a big skill that everybody needs to have. We want our students to be adaptable. When things change, they change with the changing times. That's an important attribute for our students. We want our students to be resilient. We know things don't always go well. We know things get tough, but being tough right back and being resilient and able to persevere and push through that toughness or those tough times is what resiliency is all about. We want our students to be empowered. We want you to have a voice. We want you to feel like you have a say in what happens at Carbondale High School. We want you to have a say, and as you leave Carbondale High School, that you do have a voice and you're empowered to use that voice. We want our students to be self-sufficient learners. We don't You guys are young adults. Our students are young adults. We don't want to be able to have to hold hands with our students. We want our students to be self-sufficient and take learning into their own hands. We want our students to be personally responsible for their actions. So those are the only thing that you can control is you. So personal responsibility is an important attribute or characteristic for our students. We want our students to be growth minded. How can we persevere? How can we grow? How can we have that mindset of always trying to do better and get better? Have a growth mindset. We want our students to be empathetic citizens. Empathy is an important word, and thinking of others and how others feel and other people's perspectives on things is an important skill in the world today. And we want our students to be empathetic citizens in this world. We also want our students to be cultural and equity advocates. Carbondale High School is the most diverse school in Southern Illinois, and I think that's a point of pride for us. We don't look like other high schools around here, and that is a point of pride for us. So we want our students in the most diverse high school in Southern Illinois to be those cultural and equity advocates for themselves and for others. Those are the CCHS graduate. That's a CCHS graduate portrait. We want our students, when they leave Carbondale High School, to be life, college, and career ready, problem solvers, critical thinkers, be able to create, communicate, and collaborate. We want our students to be adaptable, resilient, and empowered. We want our students to be self-sufficient learners, personally responsible, growth-minded, cultural and equity advocates, and we want them to be empathetic citizens. So we also don't want these words just to be on the walls and not mean anything. We want these words to become actions. And one of the most important things that came out of our strategic planning process is we came up with a new motto. So that motto right there is in front of our giant city entrance, probably our busiest entrance. And it says it on the front and the back of that as you walk in the building and as you walk out of the building. It says every student matters and every moment counts. So that the adults in our building have that on shirts. It's on the walls, it's on the windows. And again, we want that to be more than just words. As I talked about during class meetings, we are in this together. You do have over 100 adults in this building that are pulling for you, that are working for you every single day, so you can be the best version of yourself, so you can make the right decisions and become a better person through your time at CCHS. We want every student to have at least one adult in this building, and hopefully more, that they can trust, that they can go to, that they can talk to. That's a teacher, a coach, an administrator, a hall monitor. It doesn't matter. Somebody that they can go to when they walk in these doors and know that they can trust them with things. So our adults in our building have the mindset that every student matters and every moment counts. And I want to make sure all of our students know that all of you matter and the moments count when we have them together. So that is CCHS's new motto. So I wanted to take a little bit of time to run through that with you. As you see these words on our walls and on our windows, we don't want them just to be words. We want them to be actions, and we want to be working every single day to grow and put these words into actions. So every student does matter, and we are all striving to be the best versions of ourselves each and every day.